Well, hello. This is my first live stream. Not sure who's in here right now. Uh if anyone is, if you could just let me know how the audio sounds, that would be great. We'll be diving into first the announcement, well, when a couple of people are in here, and then just Q&A stuff. So, let's see. We got Tony here. Click this. Just keep in mind this is all new here and I'm trying to learn this. There we go. I figured that out. Okay. How you doing, Tony? I'm so happy you're here. I'm thankful for everybody that's here. We've got Mel's here. Thank you. She had words of encouragement. I was a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie. Awesome. Thank you. Good to know the audio sounds good. You wouldn't believe how much fiddling I did beforehand leading up to this because even though I was on other people's streams, doing this myself was an entirely different ballpark, and it was a little bit of butterflies in my stomach. But this is cool. We got Perry fan here also. Awesome. So we got several people in here. The announcement, I mean, people could check on the replay too, and I'll bring it up later on. But the announcement I wanted to do, actually, if people are interested, would be a live stream trivia. If that is something that people would enjoy, I actually have the rules written down that I would be going over. But I think trivia would be a lot of fun. I'm the type of person that goes on IMDb and stuff like that and ends up looking at all the little facts about movies. I enjoy that stuff. So I think a trivia would be really cool. And I think it would be fun for people to watch. But if people are interested in participating, that's what I need a couple of people to be willing to participate because I'm thinking about February 12th at 9 p.m. is the first one. But I will dive into the rules I have set up and you can let me know what you think of it. I think it'll work. I had to do some like tweaking on something that would work on live stream. Basically, there's this national syndicated radio show called Free Beer and Hot Wings that's all across the country, but they're not in every market. And this is kind of a spin on their little trivia they have called Dumber Than the Show trivia, but I had to tweak it to be able to work on live stream. So it would basically be we have two people up against each other, and it's going to be 10 different cards that will all have, 1 through 10. And each card, I'll show it the right way, will have 10 random questions of different types. I'm not going to have like horror focused ones or comedy focused because I don't want someone to get a card of something that doesn't work for them. So this is just going to be general movie knowledge. So it'll be 10 cards with 10 random questions. It will be 5 rounds. Best of 5 rounds wins. It will be 3 minutes to answer the questions when you get it. So you can end up passing a question and coming back to it, but you got a total of 3 minutes to go through it. I think that's a good amount of time. It gives a max limit, but it doesn't make you like, oh gosh, I got to answer this second. It will be honor system, basically. So don't Google the stuff while you're doing it. I would think people will be able to tell, but it's honor system. But yeah, like I said, the people would end up picking just random draw, whatever you wanted. Say we had Tony was up against Mel, and Tony decided he wanted 2, and Mel wanted 1. When it come down to the questions, I would open it up and read off. This is example questions I have. The highest grossing movies of 1996 and 1997 both belong to Will Smith. Name those movies. And the answer would be Independence Day and Men in Black. But those are the types of stuff. James Stewart and Alfred Hitchcock worked together on 4 movies between 1948 and 1958. Name those movies. It's pretty much questions like that. Director for Christopher Nolan has 1 movie in the Criterion collection. Name that movie. So just general trivia. I think it would be a lot of fun. Let's see. I will start going back through here, and input you guys have on something that maybe I missed, let me know. But I think it'd be a lot of fun. John, awesome. Awesome channel. I mean, I'm sure everyone here has already subscribed to him. Yes, thank you. Trivia. Yeah, so I'm glad you like the idea at least. Like I understand not everyone want to play. It's a different thing than watching, but I think it would be so much fun. All right, sounds cool. That's good to know. I'm glad because I was really nervous about this. I'm like, how is this going to go over? Movie trivia, I can't play with most people around me because nobody can do movies like me. yeah, it could be a lot of fun. It's basically just going to be hanging out and answering movie questions. It's completely for fun. I mean, you win, you lose, whatever. It's completely for fun. Oh, thank you. I was doing like tweaking on the background and moving stuff around and everything to try and be like, I want a good background setup. So I'm glad it works out good. I got Dead Heat showing because that was an awesome release. I am so pumped that came out. You would not believe how excited I was for that. Oh my gosh. So this would be great with movie fans on this channel. Yes. I'm happy. Love your setup. Pure Hangout. You have an awesome channel. Thanks for joining in. One of the best looking movie rooms out there. Thank you. Yeah, I'm so happy though that the trivia idea, at least some people are up for it. Kal-El, hey, how you doing? I'm nervous. I'm glad you're here though. Hey, my killer. Hey, basement. Hey, plaid. Mika, how you doing? Hey, it's great to see familiar faces, people that I talk to on a regular basis on other people's chats. This is cool. I'm gonna tell you too. If I'm tripping over my darn words. This is something I was worried about, but I will update the StreamYard. Actually, pay for like the legit one to get rid of this little StreamYard thing up at the top and all that because I'm fully into the trivia idea if I get the people to play. Hey, Mika. Sounds fun, actually. Okay, good. Yeah, any input on the rules would be great, but it's a lot like the Dumber Than the Show trivia that I listen to each morning. So it's just slightly tweaked. On theirs, they answer the same exact questions. They'll give the same questions to the guy in the radio and then the person playing along. That won't work on a live stream. We can't do the same questions because the person following up has an advantage no matter what. They could even accidentally hear the questions. There's no way we have to have random questions on each one, and I think it'll work out. Hi, Kal-El. Congrats on your first live, sir. Thank you so much. I was messaging people, and I was like, I was telling them how nervous I was about all this. This was something I wanted to jump into, but it's... all this sounds fun. Tony, you're going down. Yeah, if you guys actually did want to play, I just used your names as examples, but like if you actually want to play, anyone that's interested, send me a DM on Instagram. Like I said, February 12th, 9 p.m. is what I'm targeting because that'll give me time to actually come up with, I need 100 good questions. So that gives me time to come up with like legitimately good questions. I don't want like super fluff questions that everyone will immediately know, but I want slight challenge, but I also don't want questions that are like, you know, what was this character eating on screen at an hour and 15 minutes into the movie? Like nothing like crazy obscure like that. I want just kind of like right down the middle, general fun movie trivia. Trivia, awesome. I'm all for it. Awesome. Yeah, I'm happy about this. Hey, Kal-El. Oh, we got Ken here. So, Ken, I am very happy you asked me to be part of the roundtable coming up on Wednesday. I'm very excited about that. The panel of people you have lined up is perfect. Awesome. I am so excited for that. And I got some really cool stuff to show off. And I especially, again, can't wait to talk about that. I love that release. Sounds great. I think it will be fun to watch for sure. Could there be teams? Yes, I was actually thinking about this too. So I think for the very first one, I just want to do one-on-one, but I absolutely thought about the idea of having like teams of two and you could bounce back and forth based on movie knowledge essentially. I think that would be really cool because some people a horror question might hit them more and some people a comedy question might hit them more. I think teams would be a blast, but I want to start it off with one-on-one and go from there. Like if people enjoy it, I'd be happy to do this. This is I love trivia. Mid-level, what's up? Where's the hunter? Oh, hillbilly hunter. I love his hillbilly hunter voice. That's awesome. Hi, Mika and Ken. Yeah, nice new setup. Thank you. This setup took a lot of money and time with these spinner shelves. You can't see the spinners in frame, but they're kind of expensive, but they really like opened up the scope of the room. Like I was able to add a lot more into the room, which is crazy. Spinners don't work for everybody, but for my room, this is not a big room. It worked. Love that dead heat front and center. Oh man, you know I got to put it front and center. I was the second that thing was announced, I was all over like trying to. I feel like Vinegar Syndrome should have paid me for how much I was trying to advertise that darn release. What's Dead Heat about? It's basically a buddy cop movie with zombies. Ken has an awesome review up of it where he goes even more in depth, but that's the best way to sum it up is a buddy cop movie with zombies. Honestly, it's got a really funny, unique twist on its dark comedy. Great special effects. There's some killer special effects scenes in the movie. And it's a lot of fun, and the interviews on the special features are great. It's sad hearing the director talk about just how much the studio did not push this movie, and it flopped because no one really knew about it. Horror fans didn't come for it because it was misadvertised. Like but that geez, I'm showing, but that sold it as something a little bit different. That didn't get horror fans into the theaters because it didn't really sell it as a horror movie like it should have. I mean, I have that poster. I love it, but it was not advertised right. Hey, Tony. What's up? Hey, Culture Trini. Happy you're here. What's up? Let's watch a movie here. Comments on my Instagram page a lot. Awesome. What are you hoping gets a Blu-ray release that really needs one? I'll tell you, Paramount over the past year has given me so much of stuff that I've been begging for. Even upcoming stuff outside of Paramount. We got Panic Room is finally coming. So one I'm going to throw out there, there's still a lot of stuff, but this one holds kind of sentimental value to me. Is there's this cheesy 2004 movie called Grind. It's a skateboarding movie. I used to skateboard, and during that time frame, and I remember going to see a double feature of that and Freddy vs. Jason on the same weekend, and Grind holds some sentimental value to me. So I would love to see it. It's not a good movie. It's Tony Hawk actually did like a watch along thing where he tore into the movie on the editing because they poorly misedited the tricks and everything. But it's a fun movie. I like it. So I would really love to see that get a release. The DVD is way out of print and goes for like, it used to go for like $50, might even still. I still get nervous every time I go live. Never goes away, but it keeps me on my toes. That's good to know though, because it's there in my stomach, but it's easing a little bit as I'm going here. I missed that initial trivia announcement, but I'm down. Awesome. Yes. Like I said, you could watch the replay to see the very beginning part. I don't want to run through everything too much, but yeah, it's just basic trivia. So I think it'll be a lot of fun though. Hopefully some people DM me and are interested in playing along. This is a great idea, Tim, and congrats on your first live stream. Oh, thank you so much, John. Really, I'm so happy for this right now. Oh, I need to see this movie now. Oh, you definitely do. The special effects are so cool. They pulled off some really awesome stuff in the movie. I never set a moderator. I should have done that. Let me see. I'm never done this before. Who would like to be a moderator? Mel, are you interested in being a moderator? Because I just made you one. I don't know. I don't know how to make that stuff go away. Doug is the man. All right. Looks like I'm caught up to the... Yeah, caught up right now. So, anyone have any questions at all? It could be about anything, honestly. Could be movie, not movie. I'm here to answer whatever you got. I don't know how long I'm going on for. I really didn't have too much of a game plan on that. It was kind of just see how things progress. Go from there. Mel says sure. Okay, great. Yeah, I've never added a moderator before, so that was something. I'd love to have double feature of my story and my stunts. I don't know if I've heard of my stunts. I don't know if now I want to look that up. My story and my stunts. I've never... Oh, another Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead. Really, really needs a Blu-ray. By the way, that is so darn good. I see several of my stories. You'll have to tell me what my story that is and my stunts. How long have you been collecting, and was it hard for you to set up your StreamYard? So collecting wise, it's been something I've been doing off and on pretty much since I started earning my own paychecks. So like 2002, 3 ballpark. That's when I started my own job and making my own money. Before that, I had stuff, but I had a VHS collection that was given to me after my uncle passed away. I got his whole collection of VHS. So I used that stuff. A kid across the alley, we would trade, and then I would use the local library, and that's how I would supplement my movies. But I didn't really own much until I had my own paychecks. And then over the course of the years, I'm a sucker. In earlier days of digital, I sold off a lot of stuff. Like, dumb me was like, oh, digital is going to be great. And then I still had some physical, but I ended up regretting that decision horribly. And now I hardly use digital, and now I just buy discs. So, yeah, it was just... I've made dumb decisions in my life. So I've been working on rebuying some that sometimes I'll run across something that's like, oh, that's definitely in the collection. But I'm thinking in my mind of the original collection and not now. It's a Jackie Chan. I love Jackie Chan. He's great. I will admit, though, I'm not as well versed in his whole filmography. He has so much stuff. But what I've seen, love his stuff. Are there certain upcoming Criterion titles you are looking forward to picking up? There's a lot of stuff that interested me, but Flight of the Phoenix is at the tippy top. I am really, really looking forward to that. That is a great James Stewart movie. Obviously, you're excited for it too. That's up at the top for me, though. I'm really pumped for that. Wish it was a 4K release, though, because that movie would look phenomenal in 4K. Dishes are done, man. Yeah. I got to meet Keith Coogan at Mahoning Drive-In. Super nice guy. It was a good time. I have really cool pictures. We would pose. It was they did a double feature of that and Adventures in Babysitting, and they had this Adventures in Babysitting poster thing on the wall, and we posed there as if we were climbing the wall on the poster. It was really cool. Are there any TV shows you would like to see a Blu-ray release for? Yes, number one, absolutely, without a doubt, is Buffy. I want Buffy on Blu-ray. I've wanted Buffy on Blu-ray for so darn long. And I honestly don't think it's ever going to happen. There is HD masters for the show. I don't know if they made it through the whole show or not. They completely butchered the HD masters though, and I don't know if they ever corrected the stuff. It played on, I don't even know. It was like some channel I didn't even have the HD masters played on, so I never even got to really watch it. But they completely messed up the color correction, and scenes that were darker were lit way too much, and you ended up seeing boomsticks in the shot, and it's like light out and Angel is in the shot, which he's a vampire. So they screwed that up. But I would love to see a proper HD Blu-ray release for Buffy. Hello, staying up just to watch. Oh, thank you so much, man. I'm glad you actually were able to stop in. Yeah, he was saying he had work, so I'm happy he was able to stop in whatsoever. So thank you so much. He's been a supporter since the very, very start. So this is, thank you so much. Love your collection, and you deserve as many subscribers as possible. Thank you so much. I did the same thing when digital came around, got rid of a bunch of stuff. Yep. I think I know a bunch of people that did it, and I don't know. I'm a sucker. Oh, well, I mean, it is what it is. It's been fun with the rebuilding process, and I've got a pretty good collection now. So let's see. Favorite Jim Carrey movie? That's a tough one. I just rewatched Liar Liar, which still holds up so remarkably well. That Shout release is great. It would probably, that is some of his best comedy, but I do really love the Ace Ventura movies. As silly as they are so much fun. And also, even though it was towards the tail end of his like bigger movie career, I like Fun with Dick and Jane. The original is great, and I enjoyed the remake. You own many, many movies. What is one you hated that you would never own? I don't know. I can't even. I guess it's tough because part of me would say The Happening, or not The Happening. Sorry, The Village. The Village doesn't have a Blu-ray yet, but I hated that when I saw it. I hate it when I rewatched it, but it's been so long that I feel like if I rewatched it again, the way my tastes have kind of matured and changed a little bit, I feel like I might appreciate it more. Even because it's Roger Deakins, I believe, is the cinematographer for that. So I would appreciate aspects of it now that I didn't appreciate then. Otherwise, I can't really think. I mean, I don't know. That's tough. I try not to hate movies, I guess. Yeah. Hey, Cal. I can relate. I didn't have a collection until I started making my own money, and that happened during HD Wars. Yeah, luckily I had my own money during the start of HD DVD and Blu-ray. Like I said, I started buying around 2002, 2003. So I was already that was when I was working Long John Silver's as a teen. By the time Blu-ray came out, I was already working like a regular full-time job in a warehouse and making pretty decent money, but still living at home. So I went hog wild into Blu-ray and HD DVD. I bought a lot. I actually have a video up of like all the stuff I bought for the start of the format. I bought a good chunk of the launch lineup. Jackie Chan's My Story and My Stunts are documentaries. Okay. All right. I would definitely watch that then. His commitment on screen to doing the stunts, he's one of a kind. Sounds fun, man. Post that picture. I actually do have it up on my my Instagram. It would be from, I don't know the exact date, but it was sometime in the summer. Maybe later summer. I don't know. Since COVID started, time is just a blur, so I can't really remember exact time. Buffy the Vampire Slayer would be one I would like to have also. The DVD set are nice. Yes, they are nice. The DVD sets were actually some of my first like binging of TV shows, honestly. I would watch like TV shows week to week on TV, but Buffy was some of my first actual owning of a season, and holy crap, did I binged the heck out of it. I started I started it when I think season 3 or 4 was the newest one in stores. So I finished season 1 and immediately went out and bought season 2 and binged that in like 2 days and immediately went out and bought season 3, which is my favorite season. So yeah, I binged the heck out of that show. I think will happen. Smallville happen with Buffy Diaries, and Buffy have big fan base. It will come. I hope it comes. I really hope it comes. I know the fan base is there. The one problem is the special effects basically need to be reworked from the ground up, kind of like they did with Star Trek. And is the fan base there enough like Star Trek? I think that's the thing. If it didn't need complete rework on the special effects, I think it would have a better time. Yes, to Buffy on Blu-ray. I rewatched that series so many times. Yes. Like I said, season 3 is my favorite. I loved the whole show. Season 4 was my weakest, but season 4 also gave us the Gentleman episode, which is one of the best of the show. So, yeah, I love that show so much. For me, I hated Cell with Halle Berry. I actually borrowed it from a friend and actually chopped the disc up with an axe. Hello, my friend said it was okay. I don't know if I saw Cell. I thought that was Halle Berry in it too. I thought there's a Jennifer Lopez movie called Cell, I think, right? I don't know. I don't think I saw that though. I could picture the cover though. I want Married with Children on Blu-ray unedited, but they say it won't happen. I actually just picked up the DVD set like last month or something like that. I would definitely love a Blu-ray, but yeah, it's such a funny show. Kung Fu with David Carradine needs a Blu-ray. Yes, it does. That's a good one. I bought the first season of that back with Suncoast days. I loved Suncoast. I have to support the channel best I can, man. Well, thank you so much. 5 underrated movies that you love and never get talked about. I feel like some of the stuff I've been kind of hyping up has been getting more talk and love lately, so I don't know if it quite fits. Like, I always love and talk about Wait Until Dark. I think that's way underrated. It's a Audrey Hepburn one that's not talked about near as much, but I feel like people have kind of come around on it a little bit. I would always talk about Deep Rising. I feel like Deep Rising is starting to kind of gain a little bit of a foothold. Life with Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence. Love that movie. And out of both of their filmographies, no one talks about Life. That is a really funny and kind of touching, heartwarming movie, but also sad. It's an excellent one. Geez. What else? There's a foreign movie called Thelma that I tried hyping up a bunch on posts because I loved it. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. It's from Norway. It's about a girl coming into her own with her sexuality, but not understanding what's going on and like manifesting powers because of it. Like, it's like this psychological horror drama. It's freaking wild. Can't really think of a fifth offhand. But actually, you say underrated. I love Maximum Overdrive. That's underrated. I don't think it's the pile of shit that everyone thinks it is. I actually enjoy the movie a lot. It's bad, but in a good way. I rewatched The Village a couple of years ago, and it still sucks. It might still, but I feel like I might appreciate the score and the cinematography, though, at least. But yeah, leaving the theaters, oh my god, I hated that movie so much. I like I said, though, in past streams and stuff like that with people or chats, I'm not a M. Night Shyamalan fan at all. I think the guy is I'm not going to call him a one-hit wonder, but I just don't really jive with most of his stuff, honestly. You Crazy Village was cool. Ending was wild. So I have to. That's just why I have to see it again, because in my memory, at least, the ending. I mean, wouldn't they have known planes were gonna Wouldn't planes have flown over, or am I missing? Maybe I'm misremembering, or are they that far into the? No, because she made it to the highway. I I gotta rewatch this movie, darn it. It needs a Blu-ray though. Even if I don't want it, it needs a Blu-ray. Village has awesome cinematography. Yeah, it is Roger Deakins, right? Because he's phenomenal in everything. I like The Village, but I could see why some don't care for it. Yeah, I think it might be a need to revisit it, but it doesn't help that I don't like most of M. Night Shyamalan's stuff. Thank you for the channel. Do you have a favorite Pink Panther movie? I don't. I've actually only seen 2 of the originals. I actually bought like a cool like box set. I don't think it's still up here. No, I bought like a cool box set at like a thrift store, but I saw them because of my mom. So my love for classic movies actually came from my mom. I used to not want to watch anything older, and she always had that stuff on. Like Turner Classic Movies was her channel. That thing was always on. So there's been so many movies that kind of seeped into my brains over the years that she had on. And then now that I've grown an appreciation for older movies and love this stuff, I'm like rewatching some of this or watching some of this stuff. It's like, I did see this. I saw this when I was like 12 or something like that. But I did see 2 Pink Panthers, but I can't really remember enough about them. I remembered enjoying them though. I mean, Peter Sellers is great. Cell was Jennifer Lopez. Yeah, I was thinking Jennifer Lopez, but I don't think I saw it. Loved Buffy. I own the first couple. Oh my god. Yes, buying TV seasons on VHS. So I didn't buy them on VHS because when I started buying, I was buying DVD. But when my uncle passed, like I said, I got all his stuff. And there was seasons in there. What were some X-Files? I know was one of them. And it is crazy. Like one season could span, let's see, like that far across on a shelf. It's wild. Like here's 3 episodes on this tape and 3 on the next. Oh, crazy. But oh god, what would one season be like? 10 tapes? Jennifer Lopez, my bad. Yeah, no problem. I was picturing the cover in my mind and I was thinking it was Jennifer Lopez. David Letterman's production company needs to start putting their shows on physical media of any kind, like ED for it. Oh, Ed. All right. Would love that on DVD even. I've only ever seen Emmy screeners. Yeah, it is pretty cool with anything needs like legit releases, but I do appreciate when there is like Emmy screeners because at least it exists. That's something. Like the movie Okja, I want to eventually get it because Bong Joon-ho, I really like his stuff, and it doesn't have a physical release except for an Oscars screener. So, I mean, at least there's that, but I absolutely agree. Anything that can and should be put on physical, do it. But it's kind of crazy, especially with TV shows. There's been stuff coming out that flew like right over my head, and I didn't even realize, and I now need to pick it up. Like when I was younger, I used to watch. There was a show called Viper, which was essentially like a Knight Rider ripoff, but instead of Knight Rider car, this was a Dodge Viper that had all these different special things in it. I liked that show. It actually has I think it's a Mill Creek for the whole show. I gotta pick that up. So it's crazy. Some of the stuff will just like pop right out. Even early edition, I watched the first couple of seasons I had, and then they didn't release any more. And then now it turns out they have a complete set out. So maybe it'll come. Maybe someone like Mill Creek. Deep Rising is a favorite of mine. Yes. Treat Williams is so good. His sarcastic humor, like it works in that Dead Heat movie. It works in Dead Rising. I really like him. And that movie is so insanely gory. It's kind of shocking it got an R, to be honest. Like I almost feel like if Scream was like, oh, you need to edit a little bit out, you're an NC-17, you need to edit some out to get an R. How the heck did Deep Rising get an R? Like that movie is graphic. They're walking down hallways of just guts and gore. It blows my mind that got an R rating. My Killer Podcast, didn't know they have VHS. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy how many shows had VHS releases. I think like Xena and stuff had complete sets too. Oh my god, I got so many VHS after from my uncle though. Like I had probably a good 200-300 movies from him, and then a bunch of like TV ones. Hey, remember you were saying you prefer to have a single copy of a movie over owning it uh, in like a pack. Why is that? Surely space is something you're always trying to be careful of. Yes, that's a very, very good point. I think it's I'm not going to say OCD. I'm not going to say I have OCD. But there's just something about, I don't individual, like the artwork containing for just that movie. Uh, Let me see. Oh, my digital. I can't remember where I have all the multi packs. But, anyways, the artwork on multi packs isn't as appealing to me. And they also, this doesn't go for all, but some of the multi packs will shove multiple movies on one disc, which just decreases the bit rate. And I would rather just have one movie per disc. I don't know. You're completely right on space, though. I mean, at some point, I'm gonna have to switch my thought process and need to buy the condensed packs. But for now, I'm going to try to make it work, I guess. Well, I have to go. Have a great evening. I'll watch the stream tomorrow when I get a chance. But last question is, what is your favorite scary movie? I know the answer, but wanted to talk horror. Well, first off, have a great night. I mean, you might even be gone by now, but yeah, have a good night for work then. And favorite horror is Evil Dead. I mean, hands down, Evil Dead. Uh, yeah, that's not even. He already knows, but and I'm sure a lot of you guys already know. That's no doubt. What's that creepy thing staring at me from your mirror? That creepy thing staring at me from your mirror. What mirror? I'm missing something here, Tony. Not sure what I'm missing. I'm missing. I'm sometimes things go right over my head. I'm super dense sometimes. Someone probably asked this, but what do you do for a job and are you happy with it? So I'm currently a FedEx driver, delivery driver. It's fine. I mean, it's a job. I spent 15 years in warehousing and I worked my way up into like a leadership position. I was actually damn good at the job. Like I had that job down so well, but I got bored of it. Like I don't know what it is. There's something about when you go into a warehouse, all the trucks are backed up to a door. You see no daylight. You're just all sense of time and everything is gone, and you're picking the same cases and the same pallets and loading the same trucks, and it's just it got to me. I don't know. I couldn't take it anymore. Uh, with the FedEx driver, I'm delivering the same route, but at least I'm dealing with cars in different places and I see the outside. Some days it's raining, some days it's nice, some days it's snowing. So it's a job though. I probably will move on at some point. I was actually thinking about getting a class B CDL. My wife's work, they do delivery for food to restaurants, and that's more of like a job. The FedEx, it's all contracted, and the benefits are terrible. My contractor is good, but overall, FedEx is a job, not a career. Hi, Tim. Love your channel. Hey, everyone. Hey, thank you so much for joining in. I really appreciate the kind words. I still have Xena seasons on VHS. Those are huge sets. Yeah, I mean, back in those days, VHS is what we had. So the idea of a TV show on VHS, it's like, oh my god, I could own the show now. And now you look at it, you see VHS and like a Goodwill for 2 episodes of Star Trek, and it's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe we bought that. But it's still cool. I mean, it was a way to own our shows we loved. I completely forgot that you're going to be live. I hope I didn't miss much. I hope things are going well. Thank you so much for tuning in. Even anyone that tunes in for a minute, I'm thrilled. All you really missed besides the Q&A stuff was just announcing a trivia that I want to do, like a trivia game. And if you watch the replay after, I go through everything. But yeah, I'm looking for people to join in, and I'm thinking about February 12th at 9 p.m. As long as I have some volunteers, we'll play some movie trivia. I heard of Viper, but never saw it. Yeah, it's not really anything special, but I enjoyed it. It's very much so a Knight Rider ripoff, but it was fun. I really got to pick the show up. I think I saw it on Amazon for like $25 for the whole show. Well, because Mill Creek just, I mean, they pack the discs in there and they make it cheap. Where did you get your appreciation screeners from, though? Or, where do you get the screeners from? You have to just buy the screeners off eBay or whatever, because the only way to get screeners is being a critic or someone with that connection, and I'm not that, so I have to buy them on eBay. That's the only way. Sometimes right after the award shows, though, if you nab them right after, you have all these people dumping their screeners like immediately, and you get them cheap. A huge chunk of these critics and everything are digital people. They prefer that. They don't want these screeners sitting around, so you get screeners so cheap. Hey, man, hope all is well. Love the channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate you tuning in, and I appreciate the kind words. I'm just learning as I go with the channel, and I'm glad that people are connecting with it, honestly. I love this community. I love just talking movies. Any boxes, packages that accidentally disappeared or misplaced? So in the truck, I don't have enough time to really look at like where something is coming from, but occasionally I do see something that I know is from, like, I've delivered a box from Zavvi, and the tape that they use, I'm like, that's a Zavvi box. But at that point, all I know is it's a Zavvi box, and it could have a Funko Pop in there, or it could have a Steelbook. I don't know. But I'm not gonna lie, it would be ethically wrong, but I wouldn't mind if one accidentally fell into my car. Something that's funny, though, just since I'm on FedEx. So when I first started the job, you probably see delivery drivers drive with the side doors open a good chunk of the time, especially during summer. That those trucks don't have air conditioning like at all. So the side doors are our way of air conditioning. And one of my first days, I had the door open, and the shelving inside, I don't know if people realize how the shelving is just these flat shelves that you have to pack the stuff in there the best you can. There's nothing holding the stuff on the shelves, though. As you're driving, sometimes things fall off and bump around, which is why things need to be packed extremely well. Like, as a driver, you can't help some of the stuff falling. And the one time an AT&T box fell off the shelf, bounced out my door and under my tire. And when I went out to look at it, it was iPhone that I just ran over with the truck, completely demolished it. I felt really bad because the poor guy was definitely just waiting for his phone, and I destroyed it. I mean, at that point, it goes back to the terminal, and the terminal has to pay him for it or whatever. But yeah, that's just something that sticks in my mind. It could happen really easily, and it's not intentional or a driver being careless. It's just those trucks don't hold packages on the shelves well. Hit that like button, Tim's man. Thank you so much. Yeah, anyone hit the like button. Hope you're enjoying the content so far. Dream reboot or remake? I gotta ask. That's a tough one. So I wanted Ghostbusters to get rebooted, and it did. So I'm thrilled about that. I would love to see another well, no, we are getting another Evil Dead movie, but I would like another Evil Dead with Bruce. That's not happening. Damn, that's a good one. That is a really good one. Can I say grind? I would like to see skateboarding movies just don't exist anymore. So reboot that movie Grind so I could see a new skateboarding movie. I mean, what happened? Skateboarding movies just don't exist anymore. I don't know why. What are your 5 favorite movies from the 90s? I actually did my favorite movie from each year I was alive. And let me look at the list so that I can pick out the 5 from the 90s specifically. The 90s was great though. So it will be Army of Darkness, Jurassic Park. Uh, God, do I love Demon Knight. Um, so yeah, those T2 and Shawshank probably, or Breakdown or Fifth Element. Oh my God, there's so many. That is really really tough. I just know that Jurassic Park tops them all for me. That is by far my top 90s movie. You owned or read any of the Evil Dead or Army of Darkness comics? I have Army of Darkness Omnibus Volume 1 and 2, but cannot for the life of me find Volume 3, looking for a full Evil Dead retrospective, including them. Yes, I have actually. I'm not caught up or anything, but I've read a good chunk. I actually used to collect comic books also and had like a good chunk of these, but I have so many like sub hobbies that cost a lot of money that comics kind of needed to be the one that got axed. So now I just use like Comixology and I use the subscription and read comics through that because I'm telling you, I spent so much on comics weekly and then movies and posters and statues and just vinyl, all the stuff. There's only so many hobbies I can hold at once. But yes, I did read a chunk of them, and I love them. It's a ton of fun. You actually, I read them and I read it in Bruce's voice. It's cool. It's like reading the movie or a spin-off of the movie. Viper, Swift, Justice, and Sentinel and Predator was the jam for TV back in the 90s. I remember Swift Justice. I know Viper though was my like top one. I would be so excited for that to come on every single day. Oh, love that though. I'm gonna have to look into the other two though. A Pretender, I feel like I gotta look them up after because I don't know about Sentinel and Pretender, but I remember Swift Justice and loved Viper. 80s TV show you want to see on Blu-ray? Uh, I would love the 80s Twilight Zone on Blu-ray. That would be great. We have the original Twilight Zone. We have the newest version. We can really use the 80s one and the night or early 2000s one, which is out of print but awesome. Uh, yeah, I love Twilight Zone. I think I've mentioned that before. That's one of my favorite shows, and the 80s version will be really cool to get on Blu-ray. What 3 titles are you looking forward to getting in February? Ghostbusters 1, Ghostbusters 2, and Ghostbusters Afterlife. um, no, honestly, that Ghostbusters set is like the number one thing on my radar. But what were some of the other? Is Flight of the Phoenix February or is that? I think that's February. I have it pre-ordered, but I can't remember if that's February or not. I think it is. I was just looking through everything too, and I pre-ordered a bunch of stuff, and now I can't remember what's February, what's March. Spider-Man is March, right? I think so, because I didn't see that in theater, so I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, the Ghostbusters set by far in my mind. That's the only thing that's turning in my mind is that damn Ghostbusters set. People have been posting pictures of it in video, and I want that set right now. I want it in my hands. Hey, Timmy, first time here, retired at 40. What a wonderful life. I would love to retire at 40. Oh my God. That would be the dream. The most visually stunning film you've watched? Probably Blade Runner 2049. Absolutely, like that was jaw dropping. That movie is something special visually. I mean, I love it, everything about it, but it's a visual masterpiece. It's hard to top that one. I mean, 1917 is pretty incredible. And actually, cool thing that I'm just gonna show this one too. Uh, this movie, Bad Day at Black Rock. I just watched this the other day. This is a really visually stunning film, and I wish this had a 4K because it's like sprawling vistas of the desert. It would look amazing. When I'm having a stressful day, watching your videos and another person's really helps. You're a down to earth guy who doesn't try to impress. Thanks for sharing your time. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, I try to just be me. Sometimes I feel like me is a loser, but I just try to be me, and I appreciate anyone that watches along and comments and everything. I feel like I've like gotten a lot of friends from this community. I really love it. Jurassic Park over T2. Something is not right here. I love T2. I really do, but Jurassic Park is it's like a childhood favorite. It's like my my comfort blanket or my comfort book. You know what I mean? Like I could literally pop in Jurassic Park anytime, any day. I could make myself happy just watching that. I adore that movie. I've seen it so many times. But yeah, T2, action masterpiece. Really. Have you ever seen Unlawful Entry with Kurt Russell and Ray Liotta? I think it's Kurt's most underrated movie. No, I've seen the poster for it. I've not seen the movie, but I need to because Kurt Russell is great in everything. Ray Liotta puts on amazing performances. I feel like he's been pigeonholed too much in either the dirty cop or gangster sub roles, but yeah, he is great though. I like him a lot. So I'm gonna have to actually give that one a watch. I do remember seeing the poster though. I go like poster shopping a lot online, and I look at stuff. I'm like, I did see that one not too long ago. All right, Tim, I'd like you to rate my top 5 movies of all time. Well, in order here. So, Godfather 2, Terminator 2, Blade Runner 2049, Spider-Man, and Spider-Man 2. Well, I mean, they're all fantastic movies. I can't say anything bad about any of them. I would rank, and this is going off of my personal preference, not necessarily quality, because Godfather 2 is one of the all-time best, but that would be number 5 for me out of that. I have a huge connection to Spider-Man 2 because that was like my second movie with my wife that we saw in theaters. So that would be up towards the top, but it would be of that Terminator 2, Spider-Man 2, Blade Runner 2049, Spider-Man, and then Godfather 2. But they're all fantastic movies. I can't say anything bad about any of them. For Cal, favorite Pierce Brosnan movie? GoldenEye. Absolutely GoldenEye. I'm a Brosnan Bond person. I liked Craig's turn in the role. He was good, but he's my Bond. Brosnan Bond for life. I loved even his bad Bond movies are just fun. I mean, come on, an invisible car in like an ice hotel area. Oh my god, I like those movies. Do you find there's not enough time in your life for all your hobbies? Like you'd need to live 1,000 years without a job to do everything you want. I feel that a lot. Yes, there is. There really isn't. There's not enough time and money for everything I enjoy. And I know I'm going to die with some of these movies not having gotten popped in because for every one I watch, it feels like I'm buying 2 and I'm never going to catch up. And same thing with like records and stuff like that. And I know how it is, but it's stuff I enjoy and I'm going to keep enjoying it until the day I croak. I mean, it is what it is, but yeah, you'd need, I wish I was born rich so I could literally have no job and just do what I felt like. Freaking working for a living. Oh. You really have to think about what kind of collector you want to be. Can't collect everything. Yeah, you really can't. I kind of wish I had a niche, but I don't. I feel like Mel, you're more of like the horror and especially the like more B horror for stuff. You like to have fun with your horror movies. Uh, some people are more anime fans. Some people specialize in like action films. And I kind of just have this like general collection and don't specialize in anything. So it doesn't even feel like I can narrow focus because I enjoy so much different stuff that it's hard to like focus my mind on, hey, I really want to get this. I am working on a couple of actors like complete filmography slowly, and that's my only like narrowing focus. But otherwise, it's I don't know. I don't know what type of collector I am. Honestly, I just enjoy movies and just enjoy being around this stuff. I don't know. Are you down with the round up the people? Oh my gosh, I can't read. Sometimes I trip over my own tongue. Are you down with the round up the people march up to New Line Cinema to get Freddy vs. Jason vs. Ash made? Yes, yes. I remember when there was rumors for all that stuff, and oh my gosh, yes. I feel like there was so much more life in Ash after Army of Darkness, and to have this huge stretch of Army of Darkness to Ash versus Evil Dead, and not having it like they didn't utilize Ash enough. And now Bruce is too old and doesn't. He's not stepping back into the role. Besides voicing it, like I'm looking forward to the new video game for it, but it missed opportunities. Yes, I'd love to see 80s Twilight Zone on Blu-ray. I own the original on Blu-ray, and that show still holds up. Yes, it does. It is honestly one of the best shows ever. It is so great. For every episode, you will run across a timeless classic in there that can be watched all the time. And even the episodes of Twilight Zone are still freaking awesome. So yeah, I'm a fan of the whole entire every version of the show. I love it all. I want that Ghostbuster set too, but I'm gonna gamble that it'll go down some. And maybe they'll make more, but I thought all the pre-orders are sold out, aren't they? I don't know. I'm too much. I'm looking forward to that special features discs too much to wait and possibly miss out because that steel book that went out of print super quick had special features that weren't on anything else, and I missed that steel book and I missed those special features. So I'm not missing this release. I really can't wait. How you feel about Michael Keaton returning to Batman in the Flash movie? Awesome that Michael Keaton's coming back as Batman because he's my favorite Batman by far. I am behind on the DC movies, so if I watch the Flash movie, it's going to be just because of him. So excited that he's coming back, but I need to catch up on. I'm way behind on the DC movies, honestly. What's funny too is comic book wise, DC was my preferred over Marvel. DC just felt more mature versus Marvel comics, but that's just on the comic side. Movie side, I'm just behind. Waiting for that Ghostbuster set as well. Says it'll be here Tuesday. I hope mine gets here Tuesday. I really do. It's Best Buy, and I really want it to come. What's your favorite Bruce Willis movie that's not Die Hard? You took out the Die Hard. So I can't say Die Hard 3 then, I guess. God, he's done a lot of really great movies. One that I feel gets overlooked a lot, probably because it's a 2000s movie, and the 2000s is ugh. But I enjoy Hostage a lot. Like, it's a pretty paint by numbers movie, but I enjoy Hostage a good amount. That's a fun movie. LOL mid-level, Miss Doubtfire. Some say Brosnan gets what he deserves. Yeah. Yeah, Miss Doubtfire is an awesome movie. I miss Robin Williams. Unlawful Entry is freaking awesome. Watched it last year for the first time. Oh man, I'm gonna have to look into this one. I really am. Unlawful Entry, best Kurt Russell movie. If you ever seen that movie, you know why he might be the ultimate villain cop. Damn it, you know what? I'm ordering it after the stream. That's it. I'll order it after the stream. Horror in 4K in the house. How you doing, Tim? Congratulations on the first stream. Stream. Thank Thank you so much, Matt. Really, I appreciate it. He is an awesome guy, everyone. I mean, always super nice to me. So yeah, thank you so much for joining in. Got Batman 1, 2. What's next? I don't know what that's referring to, but it might be because I'm dense. Because that's some things just go, bleh. What are your favorite? I'm tripping over my words. What are your 2 favorite movie genres? 2 favorite movie genres. Dang, that's tough. Probably would go with definitely action. That's without a doubt. I grew up on action more than anything, but suspense and horror are such a fine line. So suspense thrillers slash into horror, I guess you could say. So I'm not talking like slashers. I'm talking like Seven and like the serial killer or psychological like thrillers. Or there's this awesome movie called Untraceable that doesn't really get talked about very much. That's a really good like serial killer type movie. I enjoy that type of like sub-genre, I guess. But overall, I guess you'd say thriller. I don't want to work, just want to bang on that drum all day. Dude, Bruce always lies about not doing the role. He will be back. I don't know. I don't know. He is. I mean, he's older now. I don't know. I feel like that time has passed for him. But I'm not gonna complain if he does come back. I will be all for that. I'm actually really excited for Monster Mania coming up. I'm going to that. I have an Ash vs. Evil Dead poster that's signed by him, and then the rest of the cast is at Monster Mania. So I'm going to get them to sign it, and I'm going to have a mostly complete. I need Lucy Lawless on it then too, but maybe she'll go too. That would be great because they're still announcing guests. Currently watching and the Royal Rumble at the same time. Oh man, double feature there. Me and the Royal Rumble. Same, my collection mainly consists of comic book movies and horror movies, but I own so many movies from different genres and labels. Yeah, it's hard to like focus. I admire and appreciate when people are like laser focused on one type of thing. That takes dedication, and I think that's pretty cool. I'm not that person. I can't like say I wanted to focus on horror and that was definitely my jam, but then I see Last Action Hero getting a new 4K, and then T2 gets redone with the new 4K, and all this great action movies are coming. Commando coming to 4K, things like that. I wouldn't be able to resist. So I don't know. I can't narrow my focus. I just like it all. How you doing, Tim? I'm doing well. I'm doing really well. This is actually going pretty good, and I wasn't sure. Bruce always says he's not doing the role. Oh, did I click that back again? I did. Thoughts on Matrix 4? I did not watch it yet. I'm going to be honest. I didn't care for Matrix 2 and 3 very much. So I guess that's what kind of made me on seeing 4. I probably will at some point just to complete seeing them all. But Matrix 1 is the best one for me by far. Matrix 2, I loved the freeway part. I mean, that's a filmmaking masterpiece. They actually built a small freeway to do that. I love that. I love when things are done practical without fully resorting on CGI. I mean, there's CGI in that, but the fact that they built a small highway is really cool. What does your wife think of the channel? You ever going to do any videos with her? I would love to. She has no interest in doing anything. Even in the one video on Video Bonanza, when I showed her, she was not. She wants nothing to. She doesn't want to be on camera even in the slightest, which is a bummer. I would love to do videos with her. That would be great. But I don't know if there's a way to convince her. Honestly, she doesn't think she's cut out for it, I guess. I don't know. It's a bummer. I'd love to get her on here, but she's fully supportive though. Fully supportive. Michael Keaton is my Batman. Damn right he is. Best Batman. I too read DC over Marvel. I don't know why so many people or I don't know that many people that read DC over Marvel. Yeah, I don't know. Marvel is definitely the larger one. Even when I collected comics regularly, when you would look at the weekly sales, Marvel would, for the most part, dominate DC. I mean, the Batman titles would sell really well, but you look at all of the secondary characters, and their comics wouldn't sell anywhere near as good as the secondary characters for Marvel. I don't know. I mean, I enjoy it all, but DC, it just had a different feel. I mean, she's one of my favorite DC characters, and I just most of my characters I really love are DC. My main like Marvel one is Spider-Gwen. I really like her character, and I thought her comics were fantastic. Brosnan is my Bond, and Tomorrow Never Dies is my personal favorite, largely due to Michelle Yeoh. Yeah, Tomorrow Never Dies is good. I like all of them. Like I said, even the ones that are bad, I like them. What I enjoyed was Brosnan's Bond leaned fully into the gadgets, and to me, I liked gadget Bond, not dark and serious Bond. Like in Casino Royale, I'm like, he got in the car, yes, and then the car flipped and did nothing, and I was like, no, what? Why is the coolest gadget in this movie a gun with a fingerprint reader? They're great movies, but I want gadgets. I liked Brosnan driving the car with his phone. Like I like gadgets. I like underwater cars and pens that shoot stuff out and things like that. That I want gadgets. Which actor who played Batman would win in a real life street fight? Now or in their primes? I think Keaton would have won, but I don't know. Val Kilmer was pretty in shape too. That's a tough one. Not Clooney. Not Clooney. Clooney would have been first one out in that fight. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go with Keaton though. Still, I feel like Keaton would be really scrappy, but not Keaton now though. He's too old, I think. But Keaton in his prime, yeah. How late am I? I've been on for about an hour, but it's all good. Just chit chatting. I went over the movie trivia thing I want to set up, so just catch the replay to check in on that, and I go over the rules. But otherwise, just chit chatting. Thanks for joining in. I really appreciate it. Just like Arnold, keep playing Terminator. LOL. Why no Bruce as Ash? I'd be all for it, but I just don't. I think he's actually serious that he's done playing a live action Ash. I would love to be wrong. Believe me, I want to be wrong so badly. If his version of Ash shows up in the new Evil Dead movie that's coming out, you would not believe how ecstatic I would be. But I don't think he's even doing an end credit cameo thing like he did for the 2013, which that was a badass movie, by the way. So I'm even okay with an Evil Dead movie without him. But I mean, Ash is Evil Dead. Taking Lives is a really good one. Does that have a solo release? I have it in a triple pack, but does that have a solo? Again, that's another case of me wanting to add another thing to the shelf, even though I already have the movie. But yeah, that is a really good one, though. Top 3 slashers. Scream is definitely number 1. Love Scream. Nightmare on Elm Street. Love that. Nightmare on Elm Street. Freddy is my favorite of the big horror icons. I don't know if Ghostface doesn't really fit into the main icons, like when you think of Leatherface and Jason and Freddy and them. So Freddy is my favorite of that. So definitely that. New Nightmare is a fantastic movie. I love most of those movies. And then third one. There's a lot of good slashers out there. I really like Sleepaway Camp though. That movie, that ending. That's sleep. I'm gonna go Sleepaway Camp. Go to WEI's website. They are selling Viper and other sci-fi. Ooh. Let me write that down so I don't. Okay. All right, writing down. I am going to look because I definitely need to add Viper to the collection. Tim, I have about 900 horror movies and 300 action. Yeah, that's a good focus on horror. So that's I don't feel like I have enough. I feel like my stuff is really spread out, and I don't really have a specific genre that like hops out. I appreciate the people that do, but that's really cool. That's a heck of a. I mean, action. I love actions. 300 action movies. Oh, and 900 horror. There's so many great horror movies I still need to see. I love horror, but my God, there's so many classics I still need to get to. I just saw Exorcist for the first time. Was it last year or the year before? I was someone that I'm not a religious person at all, and the idea of religious horror, religious anything, really turned me off. So I just avoided Exorcist for like my entire life because I'm like, I don't want to watch religion in a movie. Exorcist is actually a phenomenal movie, so I'm stupid. What can I say? First of many live streams, I hope. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. So there will definitely be more. Like I said, I definitely want to do the movie trivia though. I think that's gonna be a lot of fun. What's your most prized movie or piece of media? Specific most prized. I would say, let me grab it real quick. If I can. Hold on. Where did I? It's somewhere in the middle here. Come on, me and my stupid organization. Where did I put it? Or, you know what? I put it because it's a steel book. I think. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, I'm not going to find it. I'm not going to find it. It's crazy. When I'm looking for something specific, I can't think. But there's this Drive Steelbook from Manta Lab, but with artwork by Rory Kurtz, who I'm a big fan of, and his Mondo poster of that goes for insane money. And I ended up getting the Steelbook with that. That's one of my favorite things I own. I love that. So I would show it if I can quickly grab it, but I can't. I think it's mixed in with the Steelbook somewhere, and I have a whole spinner full of Steelbooks. First of many. Sorry I'm late. Just got finished watching Jungle Cruise. That's a fun movie, isn't it? I enjoyed it quite a bit. There's something about Dwayne Johnson's charisma on screen. I swear I'll watch any of his stuff. I don't care if it's just popcorn movies. He has great charisma. I like him. And Emily Blunt, gorgeous and great actress. What is it with the wives and not wanting to be on camera with us? Yeah, I don't know. She doesn't think she has the look or voice or anything for it and wants nothing to do with it. Absolutely nothing to do with it. She's not even really much of a like social media person at all. She has a Facebook, never posts on it. She has a Twitter where she'll like stuff and follow stuff, but never actually like tweets. She has an Instagram where she never really posts. So she's not really she's more of a lurker than actually like doing it. So she's not really one to put herself out there on something like this, which I mean, I respect. I'm not going to bug her to do it. It is what it is. How excited will you be once you hear that they'll be dropping a Nightmare on Elm Street box set? Oh my God. I will friggin' lose it. I will be so excited. I enjoy the Friday the 13th set is awesome, but I don't have the connection to Jason the way I do with Freddy. So with the way people lost it with that set, I will be with the Nightmare on Elm Street set because I even love the bad movies in that series. I think the whole series is a ton of fun. I especially love 1, 3, 4, New Nightmare, amazing. 2 gets a lot of hate. I actually like 2, but it's very different. It's very different. But even the really bad ones like Freddy's Dead, still fun. DC all day. Don't be scared to represent. Yeah, their comics are fantastic. They definitely do, in my opinion, a better job in comic book world, definitely. What's up, Tim? Hey, 4K Media Guy, how you doing? Thanks for joining in. I really appreciate you stopping in. Guys, don't forget to smash that like button. It helps the algorithm. Thank you so much. Yeah, anyone that didn't hit it, I'd really appreciate it if you did. What's up, 4K Media Guy? What's 3 titles that are out of print what's 3 titles that are out of print to get a reprint? So ones that are out of print that are definitely are getting ones that I want to get one, because I can't really I keep seeing, if it's ones I want, I keep seeing Mr. Nichols posting that damn Free Willy, and I want Free Willy. So I would like that one to get repressed. Honestly, I want anything that's out of print to go back in print, because I think people should have access to this stuff. But another one. There's this movie called Mr. Hobbs Takes a Vacation with James Stewart. Very funny comedy movie. It was put out by Twilight Time. It's a very expensive Blu-ray. So I would love to have that. Right now I have a Spanish version, but I want an actual US release. Again, that'd be nice. Christian Bale, but Keaton would have him or outsmart him. And then Adam West sneaks in and kicks off the cliff. Yeah, I don't know what it is with Bale. Bale's Batman didn't do it for me as much. I don't know what it is. I think the Batman voice was one of the things I just didn't click with it. I mean, they're Nolan movies. I like them a lot. Dark Knight is phenomenal. But I think I appreciate them more for every aspect of the movie more than him. Like, I think everything surrounding him, the actors around him are amazing. The score is fantastic. The cinematography is fantastic. The direction, the editing, everything's top notch. And then there's his Batman where it's like, I'd rather have Keaton. I don't know. It's just something about it. Bale is a great actor, though. Nothing against him, but I don't know. His Batman just didn't click with me. I took the fight too far. What's up, J Movies and Media? Okay, Viper isn't on WEI, but a bunch of other shows for cheap. Okay. But still, I think I saw Viper on Amazon for like 25 or something like that. If they did a new Friday the 13th, what would you want them to do? So, how are the rights fully? I know that everything is settled, but I thought there was a potential where they could do like 2 separate movies now, where like the writer has rights to Camp Crystal Lake and the Voorhees name, but he doesn't have rights to what we know as Jason. So I don't know. I think I'm good for any type of like twist on the whole franchise. Honestly, like I said, I don't have this deep connection with Friday the 13th, so do something silly with it. I'm good with whatever. Like Jason X is terrible, and it's still fun. Does anyone think Sleepaway Camp will ever be remade? That would be awesome. I would be all for a remake of it, but they don't have the balls to pull off that ending now, though. I feel like if they tried pulling off that ending, people would be crying foul on, it's trying to make fun of the transgender community or something, which I'm all for. I love everyone. This isn't about anyone, but I just feel like people would target that movie if it got made now. So I don't know. That ending really cements how awesome that movie is. I know Bruce isn't as important part of Evil Dead, but I still think that 2013 Evil Dead was great. Oh my God, yeah. They cared about what they were making, and it stands on its own. Yes, it does. It is one of the best remakes of all time. I put it there with like The Blob 1988 and Bad News Bears remake. I loved that one. So there's great remakes, and the 2013 one is definitely it. Remake, reboot, whatever you want to call it. What are some Scream factories that have a good chance for 4Ks? What Scream factories do we well, definitely Escape from New York, right? I would think that would get one. I know because there's already a 4K Studio Canal. I would think that should be a shoe in. I would think really anything Carpenter should be a shoe in because Carpenter sells. I don't know though. Otherwise, I get the best way to do it is just look at anniversaries coming up and what sells. I honestly, I don't know. I didn't put thought into that, but I would like some more classic stuff and not necessarily like Happy Death Days. I want older stuff, not newer stuff, preferably. Looking to listen to Bruce's audiobooks. Oh my God, you will love his audiobooks. I'm telling you, you will love them. If they weren't narrated by him, you'd still get the same information, but his narration is on point, and he even dives off of what's on the page. Like the people getting the audiobook actually get a little bit more information. It's like he's just talking to you instead of reading. It's really fantastic audiobooks. I love them. And he's actually re-releasing his he had an audiobook called Make Love the Bruce Campbell Way. That's getting re-released. He's teasing it. I don't know if it's just releasing it digitally or what, but right now it's completely like you can't get it anywheres. So I'm curious. I can't wait because I don't own that, and the CDs were pretty expensive. Mel, did you get to go to sleep? 4K media guy. I think they should have a darker, more serious Friday the 13th. I'd be all for like. Honestly, I'm good with dark or silly or whatever. I mean, I'm just for more Jason. Go for whatever. Go completely silly. I mean, like I don't know how much more sillier you could do than Space, but I don't know. Go for it. It's a fun franchise. Haha, still here. What's up, buddy? What website is that? Good girl. Do you think Blu-rays will ever sell more than DVDs? No, I don't. Sadly, no. People are too entrenched with DVD. I mean, Blu-ray's been around for 15 years. 15 years! And they still can't outtake DVDs. It won't happen, unfortunately. Too many people just don't care about the quality. I've personally witnessed people with, there was rare times where the Blu-ray is actually cheaper than the DVD. It happens occasionally. And the Blu-ray is a combo pack. I've witnessed people pay more money to buy the DVD than to buy the combo pack that includes DVD. I don't know. I don't get it. People still look at it as that newfangled thing, even though, again, it's 15 freaking years old. I don't know. Kal-El, Viper isn't on it, but a bunch of other random TV shows. You keep your DVDs and Blu-ray separate, right? How do you go with when some of the collection isn't on Blu-ray, i.e. Planet of the Apes Legacy on DVD only with the Blu-ray new trilogy? So DVDs did come out of this room for the most part. Now, I didn't set it up yet fully downstairs. They're going downstairs. But if it's part of a franchise, I'm going to keep it in here. And then also, like, I have some Criterion DVD down the bottom that stays with the Criterion. I have some Kino Lorber DVD that stays with the Kino Lorber right next to the Blu-rays. Same thing with Warner Archive. So, like, the boutique stuff, the DVDs stay in. The regular studio stuff is going to move, except for in rare cases where I have part of the franchise on Blu-ray, part on DVD. So otherwise, the rest of the DVDs, they're going downstairs. There's only so much space I got, sadly. Nothing. Bought 2 movies today, Batman 1 and Batman 2. Don't know what to buy next. I never, sometimes I'll just surf Amazon and stuff and just add stuff to the cart. And what did I have in the cart today? I had stuff in the cart I was about ready to check out, but I didn't actually end up doing it. Oh yeah, Bad News Bears, because I didn't end up picking that up. and then Inherit the Wind, which was a TV movie with Jack Lemmon towards the end of his life. I was thinking about picking that up. Sometimes I just randomly go on Amazon and just start buying shit. Called Her a Lurker. It's not looking good for you, Tim. Yeah, I don't mean it in a bad way. She just likes to watch. I mean, I'm describing a lurker, but you know what I mean. She just likes the stuff on Twitter, but doesn't really respond much. I don't know. Typo. Sorry, no problem. I wish Gross Point Blank would get either a 4K or a Steelbook. Love that movie. God, I haven't seen that movie in a long time. I don't own that. I used to own it. Don't own it now. I'm gonna have to correct that. I liked that movie. What's that website? All horror movies are good, Tim. Yeah, I enjoy horror a ton. I mean, a lot. It's one of those things though. Like sometimes I need to be in a horror mood, whereas like action, I don't need to be in an action mood. Like sometimes when we're trying to pick a movie and it's taking a while, I might just default and be like, let's watch Commando, or I don't know. I said Last Action Hero before. God, looking at stuff. The Drop is a really good action suspense. Like just I don't know. I like action. I could watch it any time. And I thought I was the only lurker. Yeah, there's nothing bad about lurking. I mean, God knows I've done it plenty of times. I don't always join in on the chit chat or anything like that. And generally, actually, Twitter, I don't really respond much. I just like stuff and move on. I love the Nightmare series too. 1 and 3 are my favorites. I even bought the crap reboot just to complete my Nightmare collection. Yeah, I didn't like that movie. That is one of the series I just didn't really like. And I don't even think Jackie Earle Haley was bad. I just think following up Robert Englund is hard, and then the tone of the movie, it didn't feel the same. I don't know. It just they got some stuff wrong that movie wrong. But I would love to see them just retry again. I mean, don't end it there. Try make more. If you're telling me DVDs sell more than Blu-rays, then I can't understand. I guess being their cheapest, but you get a DVD with most Blu-rays, so I don't know. I would think most. Yes, believe me, I don't get it either. Honest to God, the studios should have discontinued Blu-ray as a separate thing, continued on with combo packs, and that's it. Like, this is what you're buying. You buy the combo pack, you're getting your DVD, but you're getting a Blu-ray also. Like, the fact that they never took away DVD, it just so many people just like, oh, I'm used to this. I'm just gonna keep buying this. I don't know. I mean, unfortunately, Blu-ray will always be behind DVD, and 4K will always be behind Blu-ray. 4K will never catch up to Blu-ray. Its market share has grown substantially the past couple of years, but it's still even we're not going to see a new format. I don't believe so. I think 4K is it. But if there theoretically ever was an 8K, it would sell a fraction of what 4K does. It's just the way it is now. Fright Night 2 back in print. That's what I want. I've never seen Fright Night 2. I've seen the original Fright Night and I've seen the remake, which I personally loved the remake. I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. That might be a wrong opinion, but I love that damn movie. I thought it was so good. Anton Yelchin taken way too early. I enjoyed the heck out of that though. I thought Colin Farrell was really good in it too. I saw Free Willy on Laserdisc at a pawn shop recently. I actually have, you can't see him in frame, but I have a bunch of Laserdiscs down lower. I didn't even have a Laserdisc player. Sometimes I just run across Laserdiscs and buy them. I don't know. But I have the Free Willy like 4-pack DVD, but I really want that Blu-ray. What order do the Batman movies go in? So how would I rank them? For the first 4, I would actually rank them in the order they came out. Was the order they progressively got it's hard to say worse because the first two are phenomenal. And I thought Kilmer was actually really damn good. So those I would go in order. I'd put Dark Knight probably second overall, but then the other two after. That's tough. Dark Knight is phenomenal, but I would go that just below 1989. I don't know. That's tough. And I did not see the newest. Like, I didn't see Justice League, if you count that as a Batman movie. So, yeah, I'm way behind on. I didn't see Justice League or the Zack Snyder version. Watch many YouTube short films and such. And do you ever look through the channels of your subs? See what kind of fans you've got. I do watch short films occasionally. I mean, there's great stuff that goes on to YouTube that will never be on a disc. Actually, a short film that I think it debuted on YouTube. I just watched Punisher last night. That Dirty Laundry short film that Thomas Jane made was awesome. I think that went right to YouTube. But yeah, I watch short films and stuff. And do I ever look through the channels of your subs? No, I never done that really. I have looked at, well, I guess I have looked at like fellow channels that are bigger that might have subscribed to a bunch to see who they might be subscribed to that I might be missing. So sometimes channels kind of like seep through the cracks and I didn't notice them. So I looked through and find people to sub to that way. So yeah, I guess I have done that before. I don't know if I asked you, but thoughts on Hunger Games steelbooks? Are you getting them? I think they're gorgeous. I absolutely think they're great looking. Probably am getting them. Honestly, probably am. I didn't finish the whole series, but I liked the first couple. I'm probably getting it, to be honest. They're gorgeous looking steelbooks. I have Grosse Point Blank steelbook. I'm gonna have to look that up. I definitely want the movie again. I want to see what the steelbook looks like. What's up, Tony? What's Point Blank? Look that movie up though. Grosse Point Blank. It's a good one. What's your favorite sports film? That's a good one. That's a really good one. Probably Remember the Titans. I think because of when that came out in my not necessarily I mean still would be childhood, but I don't know, that movie had an impact on me. It's a phenomenal movie. Everyone in that movie is amazing. It tells a great story. So probably Remember the Titans. I really enjoyed the Fright Night remake as well. Yes. Okay. Thank you. So many people have pretty much like scoffed at me over that one. It's like, you can't like that one. The original is the best. And like, yeah, the original's great, but I really enjoyed that remake. It was so good. I'm sure people did that back then with records for CDs. What's that one referring to? God, my memory is trying to remember what that's referring to. I don't think there's a point to put out for 8K. No, I don't either. There really isn't. I think they could take their time to release that format. We still need Blu-ray and 4K recordables. Yeah, there's 8K is not going to happen. Honest to God, there's still. I mean, people are buying 4K TVs and not buying 4K discs, and they're watching just standard TV, which is generally not in 4K. There's only like select channels in 4K. There's really no point to 8K when almost nobody is going to actually utilize it. Honestly, it's not going to happen. I mean, it'd be cool, but no. I'm in Brampton, Ontario. We get so much DVDs, only a small amount of Blu-ray. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, store-wise now, it's rough. Like I go into Walmart, and for every Blu-ray, there's 20 DVDs. So many movies will come out DVD only there. Like they'll only decide to carry the DVD copy. Like the movie Host from Shudder. I was looking for a Blu-ray for a while because everywhere I went, they carried the DVD and no one carried the Blu-ray. It's so annoying. Fright Night remake was fun. I enjoyed it. awesome. I'm glad to see people that liked it. Like I said, I got shit for liking that one before. You didn't watch the best movie of last year. Disappointed. Watch Justice League. Yeah, I gotta get to it. I really do. I think it was the idea of 4 hours. I just wasn't feeling a 4 hour movie. I don't know. I will get to it eventually though. Ooh, I clicked too far. All right. Are you collecting any of the 88 films or unique or Eureka Blu-rays of Asian cinema? I don't have any 88 films in my collection, and I only have one Eureka release, and it's of Touch of Evil. I would like to buy more of their releases, and especially like Asian cinema. There's amazing stuff. Like I don't know who in here has seen the movie The Handmaiden. Phenomenal movie, so good. But yeah, I would definitely like to import some of their stuff. Honestly, I've heard great things about 88 films. Best Batman movie is Mask of the Phantasm. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a really good one. Yeah, I didn't think about going into the animated space. Though I do love me some Terry McGinnis. I love Batman Beyond. I like Remember the Titans and Invincible. Yeah, Invincible was good. I liked it. Jim Thorpe is my favorite sports movie. So where I live, I'm super close to the town of Jim Thorpe, where Jim Thorpe is from. It's pretty cool. It's a really nice, quaint little town. What am I? Half hour, 40 minutes maybe from Jim Thorpe. It's close. I'm in the Scranton area, so the TV show The Office, not based out of here. They filmed like nothing here but the intro. But Scranton is very proud of The Office. You got to tell me we're just messing with. Why can't I pronounce things? It's a quote and I can't pronounce it. That's one of the things for the trivia thing. I'm gonna go over all the questions before I go on air because I'm not gonna fumble over those damn questions. Oh my god, do I tongue tie myself? People buying Blu-ray players to play their DVDs on. Yeah, I know it's crazy. I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. What is DVD offering? Sometimes it's like $1 cheaper. They're not going in it to save $1. They're just like, oh, all I've bought is DVDs, so I'm just sticking with that. Serial Midnight showed a poll featuring the physical media sales, and DVDs still outnumbered Blu-ray, and Blu-ray still really outnumbered 4K. Yeah, that's the way it's going to stay. Honestly, maybe you might see. I think you'll see 4K keep slowly inching in, but it's not going to come anywhere near. It's just 4K it's getting bigger, but it's never going to come near Blu-ray, and Blu-ray will never come near DVD. Right, Basement Blues. Oh yeah, true. Wolf. 4K is too niche to ever sell properly well. I think you need to have a good home theater setup for 4Ks to be worth it. Yeah, I mean, I would definitely agree with that. I mean, I only have a sound bar. I know a bunch of people have sound bars, so I don't even take a good advantage of the sound part of 4Ks, which is a reason that I never got into reviewing the discs themselves. Like I'm fine talking about the movie, but I don't feel like I feel like I could talk about the PQ fine, but I feel like the AQ, I feel like I might be giving wrong information. Besides, I could read that it's Dolby Atmos, but I can't tell you how good the Dolby Atmos was because my wife does not want surround sound because she doesn't like how loud things are. It's the weirdest thing. I've gotten like this not argument with her, but she likes things to be more like even level of sound. And I tried explaining to her, like, talking should be lower than an explosion. Like, yes, when something explodes or you hear gunfire, it will get really loud. It's supposed to. So I tried explaining that stuff. So I don't know. Maybe someday I'll have surround sound. Would you like to see a Puppet Master remake? I'd be for it. I mean, I just watched the first several Puppet Masters only for the first time last year or the year before. I enjoyed the heck out of them. They're really fun movies. I think Cynthia Rothrock is from Scranton, PA. How come that name sounds familiar? But yeah, there's not a whole lot of notable people from Scranton, honestly. It's not a great I shouldn't say it's a horrible town. Like, it's not that bad, like, crime-wise and stuff overall, but the city is friggin' broke, and it's not that nice. Eh. I mean, I'm in the outskirts of it. I'm technically I'm Old Forge, which is like outskirts. It's one of the we're in the Scranton area, but technically not Scranton. That's because they sell more DVDs than Blu-rays. Yeah, unfortunately, it's a bummer. Coming up on the last question, so I think I'm about to end it after the next couple. So in the next couple of minutes, I'm gonna end it, and yeah, it's been a great time. I buy 4K even though I don't have the proper setup because besides a 4K TV, I don't know how to get it right. To me, I'm good with just the picture quality for now. Like that's the big reason I got into it. But yeah, I mean, you don't need a proper setup. Honestly, a 4K TV is fine. I have a killer sister to watch movies. Cost you 6,000 at least. Better leave DVD alone. The day they die, all physical media dies. DVD help the media overall. Sells too much without DVD. The numbers don't justify. Yeah, that's a fair point. Can't argue with that. I wish back in 2006 is when they decided to phase out DVD and just keep DVD in with combo packs. I feel like you could have changed perception back then. It's too late now. You can't change perception now, 15 years into it. It is what it is. Great first live stream. Look forward to trivia night. Yes, thank you. So again, piggybacking off this, if you're interested in playing, please send me a DM and we'll go through it. I want to get a couple people that are really interested, and we'll go from there. I really hope it takes off and people enjoy it. No question. Just love what you do and keep up the great work. Thank you so much. Seriously, thank you for coming in. Any thoughts on Henry Portrait 4K? Looks like a phenomenal set. I'm definitely getting it. And good night. Just watched your books episode. Do you have the Turner Classic Movies Fright favorites? No, but I have seen that. Turner Classic makes amazing books. They're great. Thank you so much. I was so nervous about this. I honestly was. Hey, Tim, love your channel. Sorry if you answered this. I'm late to the stream. Did you hear about the Proud Family? Yes, I'm getting that. Grew up with that show. Loved it. Definitely getting that. Thanks for the live, Tim. I've got a half rubbish, to be honest, short film coming out in a few days. So if you're interested, yeah, I would love to see it. Definitely. Like I said, I watch shorts on YouTube, but all right, that's everything. I really appreciate everyone that stopped in. Again, send DM if you're interested in the trivia, but I will definitely be doing this again. So everybody have an awesome, awesome night and a great Sunday tomorrow. So bye.